Anyways, let's go ahead, jump into, it's not a tutorial today. We're just doing like I don't know. We've been really liking to do like, not experimental live streams, but what would you even call it? Just like, this is how we do stuff. This is how you work around things.
Kind of like a behind the scenes. We're live streaming, but it's showing you how we work, what we do, and then hopefully teaching you all along the way new things that you can do and things like that.
Right. I am on the Canva website. Now, we have Canva Pro, which is like the paid version of Canva. It's only, I want to say like $10. I have it personally because I design like all of my daughter's birthday signs and like, I love graphic designing, so I pay for the Canva version. If you're a craft seller, you should probably also be paying for Canva Pro just to get access to all of the features. But let's just go ahead. I'm just going to create a blank design. So I'm going to go up here to create a design. Then down here, I can put a custom size in. You can change this to inches. I mean, we can do like just a 20 by 20 page. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to be showing you all the features. And then we're going to select create new design. So this is just going to give us a blank canvas to work with. Now, I'm going to pull in some of our Maker's Gonna Learn sublimation files. If you have the sublimation course, we have added a few new files, I say a few, I mean 100. And we are going to be adding more, but this is just some of the files that we have already. I have them pulled up. They're so cute. You can see them from far away. I wish I could make this bigger, but that doesn't do anything, does it? Let's see if we can make them bigger. Oh, there we go. So
Perfect.
these are in our sublimation course. These files, look how cute. These are our new ones? Yeah, these are our new ones.
Yeah.
Look how fun, y'all. I love these. So these are exclusive to our sublimation people. Now I want to use this football helmet. Where did he go? I had him pulled up here.
That was back toward the other way.
Here it is.
There it is.
This is the one I want to use today. So I'm just going to click and drag this into Canva. You can see you can just drop your files to upload and it's just going to pop right in to our document. Super easy. A lot of people don't even know that you can do that you can drag and drop your image right into Canva. Otherwise, if you wanted to upload it, you could come over here to uploads, go to upload files, and just find it on your computer. So this is the image we're going to be working with today. Now, something that happens a lot is you're like, oh, I love that image. I want to use it, but like there's no words on it. I want to add text to my design. Like I want it to say, go Trojans, or go, that's my high school, go Vols.
Right.
Whoever you want. Let's just type in a random name. We'll say go Vols because the Vols are playing this weekend. I guess everybody in the, everybody is doing football this
College
weekend.
football kickoff.
College football. I love those shirts that are like, I just hope everyone has a good time. I'm like, that's me. That's me in a football game. I love I love the environment of football, but like, do I always know what's going on? No, I don't. And then what you can do is just select a font. I'm going to select this just like basic square font right here. Actually, let's do.
Now, one thing that I do want to talk about with you guys, Canva has a lot of great free fonts.
Yes. Okay? Lots.
Oh, I'm going to give a timeout real quick. Megan said my high school mascot was the quote irrigator.
Irrigator? like it was a gator, but like irrigation.
Like an irrigation.
That is the most countryest thing.
Farm country.
That is country.
I love it.
Me too.
I'm obsessed.
My mom's was the Boilermakers.
The boilers.
Boilermakers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what is that? I don't know. They make hot water? I don't know. I have no idea. It was like a little man. If you guys have a funny high school,
we were the Indians.
I'm changing this.
To the irrigators? Go,
yes.
Irrigators.
I wish that we had an alligator to go on this. I would totally use it, I swear. Go irrigators. I need to change the font though. Okay, here we go. This is cute. And y'all, this is not necessarily what I would actually design it. I want to give you guys a good base to work with. So football helmet, go Irrigators, 5-6. It makes me want to be cheering.
Erica says a Boilermaker is a drink.
Well,
that sounds like my kind of mascot right there. I don't want to say high school mascot, but that sounds like my kind of mascot.
but like the drink's probably named after something, correct? Like I would think the drink is named after
I would
something.
think so.
Oh my gosh, who freaking knows? Okay, so we've got our text on here. Now, what I want to show you all, this is something that they did not always have in Canva. So I want this text to really pop off of my shirt. So obviously, if we're doing it on a white t-shirt, but we want it to have like an outline around it in our team colors, what you could do, say this brown and orange were our team colors, you can actually add an outline in those colors. So let's go to effects. You've got to make sure to have your text selected, and then we're going to add an outline. So this is like not brand new feature, but it's semi new, I would say. And then you're going to actually be able to put in a hex code.
Or pick your color.
Or use the color picker. So what you can do is just browse over, like if we wanted this burnt orange color, and you can see here, now it's going to outline that in the exact color. No sliding this around, trying to guess which one is exactly. You can use that color picker and select it directly. Now, I want to preface this by saying I pay for Canva Pro, and I was on my laptop trying to do this under my personal account, and I did not have the color picker tool. And I guarantee if some of y'all get onto your Canva, you will not have the color picker tool. I don't know what they like how they're deciding it. I don't know if they're trying to work it out of the system. Have you had issues anywhere with it?
What?
The color picker tool. It's not on all the Canvas, and I don't know if it's like, because I pay for Pro access personally,
and I
don't have it on my computer.
Okay, so the workaround, if it is for some reason, if it's a Pro feature, which normally they tell you, it'll have that little crown on the bottom if it is a Pro feature. So, but if it's not a Pro feature, y'all, you can get on Google Chrome and do a Chrome extension, and if you search for a color picker Chrome extension,
I have a workaround.
You can get the Chrome the extensions for your web browser, like Google Chrome, for example. I've said Google Chrome 12 times at this point. Sorry, my bad.
Okay. And it just goes up here, so you can just
goes
plug
at the top, so you can pick and figure out what hex code anything is on, and type that hex code in.
Well, so that's a great way to do it, especially if you use Google Chrome a lot. My workaround, and you went into detail on that in another video. I'm trying to think of what video that was.
It's a Maker You sophomore year video.
But you did it on a sticker video randomly.
I did it on a sticker video of talking about hex codes and picking your colors and using a free extension for color pickers.
Well, so this is what I have done, and I'll link this website for you all beneath the video. What you're going to be able to do on this website, it's called Red Ketchup.
Ketchup?
I don't know. the names of things today are really on another level.
Do you remember green ketchup?
I do remember green ketchup.
Sorry, keep going.
Random nostalgic moment. So anyways, you get onto this Red Ketchup website. I linked it because I was like, they're going to be like, what in the world? And you go to browse, and then you can just select your recent download. Of course, mine is not in there. Let me pull up my Finder. We can click and drag this image in here as well. And I want to show you all what happens down here. So right now, there's no pixel selected. What I need to do is hover over this helmet. I'm going to select right here in this little orange area. And look, it gives me the pixel color. It gives me my hex code. I can just literally hit Command C or Control C to copy, and then go back into Canva. And if I wanted to outline my helmet doing the same technique, I can do that. So select your image, go to shadows, outline, and look, here's my color. I'm going to hit Command V to paste it in, and it adds that. And you can do the same thing with the text. So like if you wanted to do the outline of the text with that same exact hex code, you can go and plug it in here, which we already did it. So easy ways just to kind of make your designs a little bit more elevated, I would say. And there's only certain instances where you need to do this. Like, you don't need to go in and add a colored outline to every single sublimation design because I showed you how to do it and because you know how to do it. It's not going to look good with everything. So that's just the way that you can kind of like make it pop off of the shirt, and also tie the image to the text. Now, if you wanted to, you can change the color of the text as well. Like if you just wanted to change it to another color or whatever, you can still go in and change all that. But I just wanted to show you all if you wanted to add an outline.
So what I was going to say earlier before we got distracted with irrigators and Boilermakers and everything else is that you can, so Canva has a lot of really, really good, they have a lot of good text that you can get and use with the free version. However, you can upload your very own text if you do have the paid version.
Yes.
So you can upload Maker's Gonna Learn fonts and use them in Canva if you have the paid version. Speaking of the paid version, you definitely want to check to make sure that you could possibly get Canva Pro for free.
Yes,
I'm pretty sure students get it for free, teachers get it for free. If you are associated with a nonprofit organization, you get it for free.
That's pretty good to know.
There's a lot of different avenues you can go to get Canva Pro for free. Just FYI.
So Bev says on the free version, I just checked, the color for the hex code is there. So the color picker is there. So I don't know what the deal is, because you guys could, like I'm telling you, I researched this for like 2 days. I mean, not 2 days straight, but like, I was like, I don't understand why I don't have a color picker on my Cricut or on my Canva Pro. Like, I don't get it. And there's lots of articles. There was an article from like March of this year, and it was like, even though Canva doesn't have the color picker tool anymore. And I was like, what? I was like, no, because if I'm in our account, it works. But if I'm in my own account, it wasn't working. So I want to show you all another way that you can get custom color palettes based off of the images that you're using. So I'm going to use a different image because this image only has a couple, like 2 or 3 colors. Let's go to, I put a link below for you all. This is a Canva source, and it's called a color palette generator. And what it does is it takes an image, and I'm going to go over here. I linked it below for you all so you can go straight to it. You can try a demo image. I'm just going to select try demo image. And you can see this is a sunflower picture, but look, it gave us all these 4 dominant colors that are inside of the image. I'll upload one of ours. Why not? Let me go back to our Finder and let's select an image. This one has, well, I want to do something with like some depth here. Maybe this, oh yeah, this will be good. Okay, so I'm going to click and drag, upload my image, and then it's going to give me different options. Now, I don't know what these names are. We're just here for the hex codes, okay? My pink, that's a weird name. Potter's clay, Farah, and then just straight up black. So it pulls colors out of the images that you're using. I don't love that color palette with that. If you want me to be honest with you, let's pick a new one. Let's pick these little, maybe this sunflower. Let's see what it does when we do this one. Okay, so it gives us brown, this golden color, a sand color, and black. What you can do is just select like this Dixie color. I can hit copy. And then when I come over here, if I was wanting to change the color of my outline, I could just go back to effects, click on that color, click on this little rainbow icon and hit Command V. That's going to paste it in there. And you can see here that it changed the outline of our text to that golden yellow color. So that's pretty cool too. I mean, this is just like an extra feature. And look, if you're like never sure what colors go well together, you can even explore different color combinations in here, which I love because I feel like it's hard sometimes to decide which one you want. You know what I'm saying? Lauren, what are you doing over
I'm
there?
looking to see if I have the color picker, which I don't, but now I'm looking in trying to figure out if I even have Canva Pro.
I know I have Canva Pro because it comes out of my bank account every month and I see it. So that's why I'm like, what in the world? But even they said they had They had free and it should be on there.
So
that's why I'm like, what decides if you get it or not? Or is it a secret club? Like, do I not know? Anyway, so another thing that you can do is just select these color palettes. If you wanted to let's just type in sunflower and see what it gives us. You can type in keywords and just type in sunflower, hit enter, and then look, it gives you like 4 different options for color palettes. So this is fun. And like I was saying before, these images that we have in our sublimation course are ready to go. They're ready to be used right away. But it's nice if you want to add your own elements, and to help your design process, it's going to make everything look really cohesive and pretty. So
we do have Jackie said, which, hi Jackie, not seen you here in a minute.
Hi Jackie.
Welcome back. I feel like I need to learn Canva now, because she said she creates a design space, prints to PDF, and then prints in Inkscape. I really think that if nothing else, get you a free Canva account and play around with it.
Yes.
And then that way, if you like the free version of Canva, then you're really gonna love the paid version of Canva.
Yes.
And just so y'all know, we're not paid by Canva. We just really love Canva.
No, we literally love it. I create stuff on my phone a lot with Canva. Like
if you sell your crafts, creating graphics in Canva, like to post on your social medias.
For emails, for little signs at craft shows. Like you can just make everything. And they have so many pre-made templates and stuff like that, which is really nice. But so these are just like some little tips. I know we're going over lots of like colors and things like that. But other things that you can do with sublimation in Canva, there's so much. There really is so much. I really want to encourage you all to kind of get in there and play around. You can use like their basic elements to kind of add stuff in the background and yada yada, but we won't go super into that just because I want to focus on sublimation. One thing that I really like to talk about is your print settings when you're printing from Canva for sublimation. You don't just want to print any image. And what I mean by that is whenever we go to save, we'll just say this image specifically. Whenever you want to save something, you go up here to this little share icon and you're going to go to download it, okay? Now, it's going to bring up all of these file types. What I love about Canva is that it's got all the file types and what they're best for. So you can see right here, PDF print is best for printing. If we're wanting to print a sublimation quality, high quality, best quality print, we're going to always want to save this as our PDF print. Now you can see it'll say like this is suggested, but that's not what we're using it for. We're using it for printing. So I'm going to save that as a PDF print. And then not only that, but when you're selecting your color profile, you can see right here, RGB is best for digital use, but we are going to be doing professional printing. So we're going to want to do CMYK. Now, if you do a lot of sublimation settings, you can save your download settings and it'll just automatically do this if you predominantly use Canva for printing sublimation designs. And then you can just hit download. And
so we also had somebody ask, is Canva better than Illustrator? I have Illustrator. Would I rather use Canva? If you know Illustrator and you use Illustrator, I would stick with Illustrator.
Yeah.
Just because you have, correct me if I'm wrong, but with Illustrator, you have the option to create SVGs, correct?
Oh, yeah.
So
you have endless options.
Illustrator
is very much more complex, but like if you can do it, just stick to it.
Just stick with Illustrator.
Yeah, but Canva is good because it's very streamlined and very easy, especially for like people just beginning to get into design work and stuff like that. And it's just easier to navigate. Illustrator can be so hard to navigate sometimes. So, is there any easy way to make earring and can cooler templates? In Canva to create a template? No, but they have templates. Let's go look at that. Let's see. I think they are under, yeah. And you can search. I've done this with a t-shirt before. Let's look at t-shirts.
You can, the one good thing about Canva is you can create mock-ups in Canva.
Yes, and that's something that we should talk about too, especially with sublimation, because if you have like lots of designs in your brain and you're like, I want to sell like 5 or 6 designs for my fall release. I want to do 5 football designs, but you're like, I don't want to waste 5 t-shirts and like in hopes that someone will purchase one. This is a good way to do like a mock-up, which this isn't the prettiest. This one isn't. But they have other ones
that look like actual t-shirts.
Right. Like, let's just go to search t-shirts and elements. Here's the graphics right here. Like here, let's delete this one. He's not cute at all. Look, this is a straight up t-shirt, y'all. I mean, it looks like a t-shirt. And then I want to show you all something else while we're here. I'm trying to click down here on my images. This is something that Canva has started doing as well that I love. Select an image, go to position, and look, they have a layers panel. I'm gonna pull that to the back. And then now I can even select, I want that helmet. I wonder if I can select 2 at a time. Yes, I can. I'm gonna select helmet, hold the shift key down and select go irrigators. And we're gonna pull this up and then size it up and look.
And now you have a
there's your mock-up. And that looks straight up like a t-shirt, like you've already made it.
Now you could even list it on Etsy without even, once you have your design, you can take that, remove the background, list it on Etsy.
Yeah, you can even literally add a background. I'm gonna show you. I'm just gonna show you guys. Let's pick your background. Let's do something. Let's position that in the back. I mean, it's not the best background. We'll turn on the opacity.
I'd say do a darker background.
Yeah, I think you're right. This is fun. Okay. I was just trying to do something simple, you guys. Okay. Let's position it to the back. Bring it back, bring it back.
There you go.
That's fun.
You have an Etsy listing.
Etsy listing. You have an Etsy listing.
Words are so hard sometimes.
That's actually kind of cute. Go irrigators.
That is cute.
Anyways, y'all are cracking me up today. Okay, what about tumblers and mugs? They have templates for everything. I'm telling y'all, Canva is like the go-to. Let's just type in mug template. You can just go up here, look, go irrigators. You could even have it on your coffee. I mean, you just can't beat it. Let's move the mug back.
Now, as far as templates, like if you were actually, I don't know if you're wanting like a template to how big you would size it or stuff like that. That is, we actually have a video on, you did the
mock-ups, how to create
color changing butterfly one, where you typed in the dimensions of your cup. It was a tapered.
Onlinelabels.com.
Onlinelabels.com.
Yes.
And it will give you the actual dimensions.
That could be a whole nother video.
That will need to be a whole nother video.
We might add that to the sublimation course.
Yes.
But anyway, so that kind of shows you, if you are a sublimation seller, how you can create your mock-ups in Canva. But also, I believe in the DMS course, or Inner Circle, if you're a part of Inner Circle, Sadie and I like teamed up. And Sadie took all these photos of mock-ups. So like mock-up branded images. So like blank canvases, blank t-shirts, blank mugs, and then you can actually add the images in Canva using those mock-ups. So if you're a part of the DMS Inner Circle, you actually have access to all those mock-ups images. And they're very, very pretty. But if you don't have access to that, you can use Canva and get them this way. So pretty easy way for you all to like make your own listings. After you created something like this, if we're on the share screen, like if you wanted to sell this mug on your Etsy shop, you would just need to go to share, and then obviously you're going to need to download it. And when you're making things for like online and stuff, PNG is probably the best bet. And then you can download it from there and then upload it to your Etsy shop. Good.
I'm telling y'all, don't sleep on Canva when you're creating graphics, whether it be a Instagram story, a Facebook post, mock-ups for what you want to do.
Right.
And this is not just for, really, we've gone kind of, I don't want to say off script, but a little bit off script.
Yeah.
This is not just for sublimation people. This is for if you're crafting with your Cricut, you can do this. You can do your mock-ups. There are so many ways that you can use Canva.
Absolutely. So
really and truly, like, it's great for sublimation.
Right.
For sure. But it's also great for just normal Cricut crafters.
Yeah. So does anybody, I mean, those are like the main things that we use when it comes to sublimation hacks. I know this is like not a very long live, so I just want to make sure, like, is there anything that you can think of that you would want to show?
The only thing is, like, I would talk about the other elements that you can use when you're doing text to add, like the drop shadows and things like that.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to actually remove these extra elements right here. So what Lauren's talking about is there are other effects besides the outline. That's just one of the newer ones. But there are so many different effects in Canva that you can use. Now, obviously over here, they have these like pre-made font combinations, which are amazing. But if you're wanting to use one of your Maker's Gonna Learn fonts or just like a custom font that you like, you can select your font and go to effects, which is where we found our outline. And you can use these other features as well. So these also work great for designing. I love this splice one. We use this one in our thumbnails a lot for Maker's Gonna Learn. I'm gonna change the color of the text just so y'all can see it better. So you can see, you can change the text, you can change all of that, and then you can even do like, this one's called a lift, and you can change the intensity. There's a shadow. I love this one. I'll change that color so y'all can see better. And it changes the color of the shadow. How cute is that? And you can even adjust things like the transparency of it and stuff like that. The blur, if you don't want it to be so obvious. You can see the offset changes. So there's lots of different options here.
You can
this
curve.
One, yeah, the curve one is really one of my favorites probably, because like now I can bump my design up and I can nestle this little football helmet right inside of here. Oh, I hate when I do that. Okay. And then you can nestle this and then we can select them both, size them up, and like how cute. So the curve feature is a really good one. That one, I feel like people use that a lot. It's very like trendy. And so, yeah, you can also adjust the curve. If you don't want it to be so curved, you can just do it a little bit. You can go the other way.
Bring it to the bottom.
Yeah.
You can also, another thing you can do is you can create your own, so if you have, I know we've talked a lot about sublimation. If you have the sublimation course, then you have pre-made templates for like mug templates and things like that that you can drag and drop pictures in.
Yes.
Did you all know you can create your own in Canva?
Like,
Go to Elements.
okay, elements,
Go to Grids.
grids, okay.
Go to View All, right there at where all those scenes right there.
See
that
all,
one.
grids.
See all. And there you can choose one that you might like. So click on that one. Get rid of the Go irrigators for a minute.
Oh no. Okay.
Now click on that.
Okay.
And if you, well, the whole thing.
Okay.
And then size it.
How big?
Well, just watch what it does.
It don't let me. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
You can stretch it and make it to fit whatever you want.
Oh.
So now resize it again.
Okay.
Now stretch it out to the right. See what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you can have your design set for the size and length of your mug. So let's say your mug is 5 inches tall, and this is just like off the top of my head, 5 inches tall and 8 inches around. You can make that 5 inches tall and 8 inches around and then drag and drop pictures in it.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. 8 by 5. Let me zoom in. And then you can, hold on a second. Okay, so we're here, and then we've got our uploads. Let's pull in a picture of me and a picture of Tanner and a picture of Lauren.
And then you can click on those individual pictures and move them around to fit in that grid.
Wow, ain't that
Did you learn
cute?
something today?
We should put that on a mug.
I know.
How cute.
Now, Sonia asked, can you wave the lettering? In Canva, you actually can't. There's not, I don't know that there is a way to warp text. I mean, there may be, and I just don't know it yet.
Let me show you what I would do. I'm just going to show you what I think of. Let's do hello there. This is kind of like that Photopea tutorial we did way back when. If I wanted to do, are you talking about like waving it like this? You could do something like this, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could do the wave like that, but I think they're mainly talking about like the warp. You know how you can, one part of the letter is, one part of the word is up here and then warp it down. You can do that for free in Photopea.
I had a tutorial on our website or on our channel and it got taken off.
Who took it off?
We had like double posted a video one day and we pulled one.
But then I have a video about where Cricut, the new Cricut Warp, there was a warp feature in Cricut Design Space. So I talked about that when that came out, but you can also go on that tutorial and I'll show you how you can use Photopea for free to warp your text. And then you can put it in Canva and print it from Canva to sublimate.
Yes. Now, mirroring, someone was asking about mirroring, and like maybe I'm just crazy, but I can never ever, it's either I can't remember how to mirror or I do it wrong every time. But what I typically do when I save an image to sublimate on from Canva, let me show you guys this football image that we saved. Let's go to recents. I cannot see. Okay, downloads. Well, of course now I cannot find it. Hold on. Give me 2.5 people. What did I save it as? Go Vols?
What was it?
The football helmet we saved. Here it is. Let me just show you this PDF right here. We'll open it. So you should be able to reflect the image before you print it. If you're using like an Epson SureColor, obviously you don't need to do it. It will mirror your image for you.
But you can also flip it in Canva.
Well, that's what I was saying. I don't remember how I do it. Every time I forget how I do it.
So go to an image.
Like just this one.
Yeah, go to, hold on. I have to look.
I have to literally,
Position, is that, no.
I do this every time. I can never remember. It's like in the most
Actually, click on an individual image.
Okay, like just
zoom in and click on the individual image.
Let's go this. Okay. Here, I'll click me.
And then it says flip at the top. That's what you do. You just flip it.
Okay.
That's it. That's how you would mirror any image. You just flip.
You just have to select. So like I couldn't select the whole thing. That's why I can't
mirror
get it.
a text. See, that's the problem.
That's my issue. That's why I always get confused.
You can't mirror text, which obviously is the main thing you need to mirror.
Right.
In Canva, you can't flip text. You can flip images. So there are a couple ways around it. You can either mirror it when you go to print it, flip it horizontally, flip it, whatever. You mirror it when you go to print it, or you download it as a PDF, upload it into Canva, and then flip the image.
Yes, which is such a pain.
Which is a pain.
I'll show you what she's saying. So we saved that PDF earlier, okay? Y'all remember we said that, I'm gonna delete all this. We saved the goat irrigators with the football helmet earlier, and it's not mirrored, but we need it to be. So what you're gonna need to do is go to...
So you have to download it.
Yeah, we're gonna upload the file to our image, or to our Canva.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now it is there.
Well, give it a second. She's loading.
Is she loading?
I'm just going to click and drag it in.
Drag and drop.
Okay. So once it pops up, you can select the image and mirror it that way.
Because now it is an image with a text that can be flipped. But like I said, texts cannot be flipped individually.
And actually, Lauren, I don't know if it's even going to let us.
Did you download it as a
PDF?
Try it as a JPEG.
Yeah, so you may have to, let's just delete this out. Let me...
I'd put it back in there.
And then resave it as a JPEG.
Yeah.
Okay, downloading. So let's see if this works. So we're going to save it as a JPEG and then pull the whole thing back in. So this is going to give us more of like a flattened image.
Yes.
Rather than a layered image.
Right.
So we can delete it because this is the PDF.
Uh-huh.
Let's go to Finder, and I want to pull in the JPEG this time. So we're going to pull that in. And you can already see there's only one bounding box.
Yep.
So like I can't just click on the helmet or the words.
Uh-huh.
And then I can just hit flip.
There you go.
And then print it. And then you'll have to save it again.
Yeah, you do have to resave it.
So that's not the most convenient thing to do, but that is a good workaround for whenever you're trying to print. And it's so funny because like these are a lot of things that we do all the time, but I do them and don't think about doing them. And then when we go to teach you all, I'm like, oh yeah, we do that all the time.
Yep.
Let's talk about the design software that everyone is going crazy over, and that is Canva. Now, we get tons of questions around here at Maker's Gonna Learn on how do you use Canva? What's it good for? I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. There are so many things that I bet you didn't know you could do in Canva. Let's get right into it. So Canva is a free design software, if you didn't already know that, but it has a pro access subscription. So you can use it for free, and there are lots of great things in Canva that are great with the free version. But if you are a business owner or if you are in social media, honestly, if you work with your Cricut a lot, I would suggest getting the Canva Pro account. It's really good because it has lots more options. And I'll say that if you are a teacher or a student, they do offer discounts, which is amazing. So you may not have already known that. And that's gonna be my first little tidbit. So as you can see up here on this plans and pricing drop-down menu, you can see that they offer the free tool for classrooms, districts, as well as students, and for non-profits. This is amazing because I know a lot of people that are into crafts are usually teachers, and if you're a student and you're just into crafting and you want to learn more about Canva, you're gonna be able to get access to it for free. So it's pretty helpful. You can click on these and it will want to verify you if you're a teacher. If you're trying to get it for your entire school, obviously you can reach out to Canva and do it that way. And then there's some resources over here for the students. So that is very helpful if you're wanting to get access to Canva, but you don't necessarily want to use your own money, or if you don't have the funds for it right now and you fit into one of these categories, you're going to be able to use it to its fullest potential. So I've got over 10 more tips for you all. Make sure to stay tuned and watch this video all the way through so you can learn all the things that you did not already know about Canva. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is creating your own custom size designs. So I've got this little icon right here. When we select the create a design option, you can make your own size documents. Now, obviously there are some suggested sizes. These are very helpful if you're trying to make something and you don't know the size that you need. But if you do know how big you want your image to be and it's a specific document size, you can just select that. We're gonna change this to inches. If you type in your size and then change this, it will mess things up. So if I were to type in 10 by 10 and it was still set on pixels, and then I change it to inches, it automatically adjusts it to whatever that would be in inches from pixels. Does that make sense? So you want to change it to inches first and then type in your size. So we're just going to do a 10 by 10 document and we're going to hit create new design. Now, I'm going to do lots of beginner friendly tips in this video, but I also want to show some more detailed, in-depth tips. But one of the basic things that a lot of people don't know is that you can actually upload your own images and your own fonts to Canva. So if we wanted to upload our own image, we can go over here to uploads and then upload files. You can use any of the Maker's Gonna Learn images and pull them into Canva this way, and I'm gonna show you exactly how. So we've got a couple here that we could use. You can click and drag them right into here and it'll just pop onto your page.
or you can just hit upload and then go to your downloads and open the file and it'll just pop over here. Now, if you want to add your own text, let me show you how to do this. So we're gonna go ahead and add a text box. You can just type in whatever word that you want. With that word selected, we're gonna go to the font drop-down menu. Now you can see there's tons of fonts in here that Canva already has, but if I want to use one of our Maker's Gonna Learn fonts, because those are my favorites, I'm gonna upload a font right down here on the bottom of that drop-down menu. And then you can see it pulls up our recent downloads. So you just have to find the font that you are wanting to use. You can search for the name if you don't find it directly in your downloads, and then you're just gonna click on that .otf file type and we're going to open. Then it's going to say, please confirm the following by uploading my own custom font. I acknowledge I own that font or have the right to use it for my intended purposes. And then we're gonna select yes, upload anyways. And it's gonna pop right into Canva. Fun fact, if you become a Maker's Gonna Learn member, you automatically get commercial access to use all of our fonts as well as our images. Meaning if you wanted to take our images, take our fonts and create door signs or cards or anything like that and sell them, you have creative freedom to use those and then sell them for money for yourself. So that's pretty cool. A lot of people don't know that about us. And a lot of times whenever you're purchasing fonts and files from other places, you have to purchase individual commercial license for every single image and font, and it can get really, really expensive, but you get access to that commercial license through the membership with the cost of our monthly or yearly subscription fee. So it's all included, makes it super easy for you all to become craft sellers. And then you can see over here, our font is in Canva. How easy is that, you all? I will say that uploading fonts is a Canva Pro feature, and that's why I recommend getting Canva Pro. If you're gonna plan on using it a lot, it's so helpful, even just for everyday life. If you like to design your own invitations or your Christmas cards or flyers or anything like that, there's just so many things that you can do in Canva that really, really allow you to get creative. While you have to be a pro member to upload fonts, you do have the ability to upload images as a standard Canva user. Next, I want to show you all how to take a skinny, delicate, and beautiful font and make it a little bit thicker so that it shows up better for your designs. So what you're going to do is select your text box. We're going to go to Effects up here on the top, and then you can see all of these effects pop up. Now, if you didn't know these existed, these are awesome for so many different reasons, but right now I want to talk about this outline function because this is what allows us to thicken our fonts. Now you can see when I select it, it adds this gray, almost like an offset. If you're familiar with Cricut Design Space, it's very similar to that. But I'm just wanting to make this a little bit thicker. I want my font just to stand out more. So what I'm gonna do, I can even manually type in the amount of thickness I want. I feel like the 9 was about where I want it. And then I'm gonna change it to the same exact color. Can you all see the difference whenever I click that over, how much bolder it makes it? It does kind of make the inside of the E disappear, so I'm gonna go down just a little bit. But this allows us to make bolder fonts with any font that we want. So you can add this effect to pretty much any skinny font that you are using. I want to click through these fonts just to show you some cool different effects that you can add to your text. The outline is one of my favorites just for making it thicker. There's so many different effects that you can add. And then down here, this is one that we love to use, and it's the curve function. So you can see if I select that, I'm going to have the ability to curve it less or more, or even curve it up if I want to. This is just another effect we can add to our arsenal. Another really neat text feature that I love is under our apps. So let's click on apps and we're gonna go to type craft. So when you select that, you're gonna see this little icon. We're just going to click it. And then you can see here that this is gonna allow us to warp our text in Canva. So you can type out exactly what you want. Okay, so if we wanted to type out the word lovely, and then we wanted to select a font. Now the fonts are limited over here, so you don't necessarily have access to all of the fonts that you've got downloaded and things like that, but they do have quite a good selection. So let's just find one that we like. Let's say, this is kind of groovy. We could do that. So you can see down here, it's got all these little dots. What you're gonna be able to do is move these dots to warp your text. How cool is that? So you can make it like a big bubble. You could do it like a wave, and it takes a little bit of getting used to. But once you master this, I feel like it would be such a cool feature to use, especially if you wanted to make some type of groovy style design or something like that. And if for some reason you don't like it, you can reset it and then just adjust accordingly. So let's just stretch this out here how we want it. And then once you've got it how you want it, you can add your element to your design. And it just pops it right over here, and you can use it for whatever you want. Now, if you wanted to do something with an outline, you can select that outline option. You can change the thickness of your border and even change the color of your border. So let's just say we wanted to have an orange border. And then you can go in here, we can change the word to lovely again, and then we can adjust accordingly. So lots of fun things you can do with this feature. And then you can just add it to your design. Now, Canva has a wide array of different graphics. So if you are ever looking over here in the Canva graphics, you can select see all, and then you can see it has your recently used up here. It's got featured. You can even just search for things like flowers. And then if you see one that's kind of the style that you're wanting, say you wanted these watercolor wildflowers, if you want to see more of that, you can hover over the image and then see these three dots. We're going to select those, and then it's going to give you all of these keywords. So we can hit show all keywords. It's got 6 different ones here, and you can select watercolor if you wanted to see more of those watercolor images, and it's going to pop up all of these watercolors. And then if you just for some reason wanted watercolor florals, you can just add in florals at the end of that, and it's going to give you all these different options too. So this is super helpful if you're trying to find a very specific type of image. The search function just helps a ton, especially using those keywords. If you're on the Makers Gonna Learn website and you see a watercolor image over here that you want to use, we have tons of different options. You can always type in watercolor up here in the search bar, and it's going to give you all of these options. How cute are these? So we could just download one, and I'm going to show you how to pull an image in. Let's just use this floral watercolor right here. It's going to pop into a zip folder. We're going to click on that, and then we can click and drag this into our Canva template. Beautiful. So we have this beautiful floral watercolor here that we can use for our design, and I love the colors in this. So let's say we wanted to pull the color scheme off of this image. So let me show you what you can do. Let's add a text box. So let's say that you are making a wedding shower for someone and you want all of the colors from the image to be cohesive throughout your design. What you can do is select your image and then go to these 3 dots right here, and we're going to hit apply colors to page. Now it's automatically going to give us this burgundy color. If you're not satisfied with that, you can go back and you can hit it again, and it's going to give you some more options. So this is really helpful in choosing a color palette. If you're not comfortable doing that, you can just go in here and Canva will do it for you. I love this feature, and you can always change it. Like if you love this background, but you're like, I don't really think those words are popping off the page good, you can come over here and change just the color of the text if you wanted to. And then if you're still not happy, you can select that image again and hit apply colors to page, and it's just going to continue to give you new options. Not only does this work for SVG and PNG images, but you can use actual photos of people and make a color palette based off of an actual photo. So let's just say that you're using this for branding, for example. You can use this actual image and go to apply colors to page, and it's going to adjust the images that you've added to match the colors in the photo. So that makes it really nice. Now, this image right here is obviously a PNG image, so it's not gonna allow us to change the colors. But I can show you how to tell whether one of these images is an SVG versus a PNG. But for now, if you're wanting to customize the background or the text or an SVG image, this function is going to allow you to do that. And obviously you can just go in here and click and change until you are satisfied. Now I want to talk about how to tell the difference between an SVG image and a PNG image. Now I've got the watercolor flowers that we were using earlier. If you look up here, there is no place for me to change the colors if I have it selected. Now if I go down and select this howdy, look right here. I have all of these colors. That is letting me know that this is an SVG image, and meaning it has multiple layers. A PNG image is a flattened image, meaning all the layers have been vectorized down into one layer. An SVG is going to have the separate layers, and it's going to allow us to change the colors. Okay, so this image we cannot edit. We have very limited editing access, I should say. This one we can totally change any of the colors. If we wanted them to match our brand, we can totally just change all of these to Maker's Gonna Learn colors. Easy peasy. You just go in here and click them, and just like that, they are down to our branded colors. So that's an easy way for you to tell if you're working with an SVG versus a PNG. And you can see we'll use that tip that I just taught you all about applying the colors to the page. If you wanted to change the colors of these SVG letters, it's going to automatically change whenever we select that apply colors to page. So any SVG images that you have on your canvas, whenever you're using that function, it's going to automatically adjust those to match whatever image you're selecting. Another thing to know about using PNGs versus SVGs is that if I wanted to scale up this image as an SVG, the quality is going to remain the same. When you're working with a PNG, the bigger I stretch this image, the fuzzier it's going to get. Now, you may not be able to notice it here, but if I get this bigger and bigger and bigger, whenever I go to print it, it's going to be very fuzzy, and our howdy is going to remain sharp. So that's a really big difference between a PNG image versus an SVG image. Now, while you can't adjust PNG images necessarily like the way that we did with this SVG down here, there are a couple options. So you can go to Edit Photo after you have your image selected. Obviously, there are filters down here, and then there's even this effects area. You can go to the duotone, and this will give you kind of like a two-toned image look. So if you're wanting to change it to black and white, or if you wanted to add one of these cool effects, you can do that, but you're not going to have nearly as much accessibility as you would if it were an SVG. You can go in here and change the color of the highlights and things like that, as well as the shadows. But like I said, you just don't have as much opportunity to customize your colors as you would with an SVG. Okay, now let's say that you're wanting to put multiple SVG images on this canvas, but you're wanting to make sure that they are evenly spaced. What you can do is select them all, and then we're going to go to position, and you can space evenly vertically as well as horizontally. And you can also tidy them up. So it will clean them up so they're evenly spaced. Now right here, they're overlapping, obviously, but it puts them right in a row rather than just aligning them to center and things like that. So you have all of these align functions that you can use, which are super helpful in making sure that all of your design is precise. Then if you move it just a little bit and you're kind of playing around with it, you can select it, resize it, and go back to position and tidy it up again. Now, if we wanted to save this 3-flower image as an SVG, we have the ability to do that in Canva, which is super cool. So what you're going to need to do is go to Share, and then we're going to go to Download, and then under File Type, we're going to select SVG. I'm going to give this a transparent background, so we don't need this blue. We're just wanting the 3 flowers. I'm going to select transparent background. We're going to hit download, and that's going to go straight into our downloads folder. So we're going to open up Design Space, and I'm just going to show you how you can pull this SVG into Cricut Design Space. Open up a new project. We're going to go to Upload, Upload Image, and then we can go to Recents. We can go to Downloads. And then there's our lovely 30 by 30 SVG image. It's going to pop in over here, and we're going to select Upload and Add to Canvas. And then you can use this design to cut out on your Cricut, or you could just print it out and use it for sublimation projects. Lots of options here. All right, how fun is it to work in Canva? I feel like there's so many things to learn. I don't even feel like I've touched on everything. These are just a few things that I've learned over the years that a lot of people don't know about, and I thought that you all could use in your upcoming design. So let me know in the comments which one was your favorite and which one that you loved and are going to start using in your designs now. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe below and hit the bell so you're notified every time that we post. If you liked what you saw today, make sure to sign up for that 7-day free trial that we are running for Makers Gonna Learn. You all are gonna get unlimited access to our website, meaning you get 20 downloads to keep forever. So make sure you get that while the deal is going on. We would love to have you as a part of our community, and we will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.
And you are here to learn.
Yes, I'm really glad. And I think you all get really excited when we talk about Canva, like when we start talking about Canva. I think everyone sees it as this like mysterious design software, and we're gonna kind of debunk that again, or for you guys today.
Yes.
It's really, really not difficult. It's actually very user friendly.
Yes, very much so.
So it's gonna be really fun, and we're designing as we go today. So that's gonna be really exciting for you all to see. And we can kind of play around with stuff maybe as questions get brought up, we'll play around and stuff like that. So
and we're going to show you how you can use Makers Gonna Learn elements within Canva.
Yes, that's the biggest part, because all of our members here, obviously you guys are going to want to use your files, because I know when I'm searching through, I see files that like inspire me or spark something, and we're going to be able to use those as well as fonts in Canva from Makers Gonna Learn to like make our own custom vision board. So
yes,
very exciting. Let's just jump right in. So we have our Cricut here, but we're not, there's no materials. We just need Canva. Now, if you've never heard of Canva, let's go onto the share screen. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So this is the homepage after you've made your account. Now, we do have a Cricut Pro account. I'm sorry. If I say Cricut Pro, you tell me. I have a Canva Pro account that we are logged into right now. Now, you can make a vision board without a Pro account. Okay, there's just a couple things that you can't really achieve unless you have a Pro account. Like you can't upload your own fonts, but you can upload your own images. So things like that. So if there's something that you run into and you're like, I can't do that, you can always use whatever fonts they have on Canva, but that's just for this tutorial. You know what I'm saying? So it's fine. You can use Makers Gonna Learn fonts everywhere else. So what we're gonna do, once you've logged in or created your account, you're going to create a design. Now, Canva is great in that they have lots of templates, like look at all of these, like resume. They have like resume templates and gift certificate templates. What I like to do, and this is just personal preference, and there's the phone wallpaper template. We were talking about doing a vision board phone wallpaper. Yes. And I'll show you guys how you can do that as well. But what I typically do is just hit custom size. You're gonna change this to inches first. And then we're just gonna make this 11 by 8.5. So just like a typical
size sheet of paper.
Yeah. And we're gonna create new design. And so then you just come in and you've got a blank document, okay? Holly T says Canva Pro is worth it for this non-tech person. Preach it. I keep Canva Pro personally on my cell phone because I use it for like birthday party signs for my kids. and like Christmas invitations Christmas cards,
Yes.
things like that. So it's really handy to have, especially if you're a crafter.
If you're a teacher,
yes,
you get Canva Pro for free. There is a process that you do have to go through, but I'm pretty sure if you are a teacher and possibly a student, I think for
a discount.
I think you can get Canva Pro for free. But I do know for sure teachers get it for free because I got it for free when I was an educator.
Yeah, I love that. I think that's great to know because I'm sure we have lots of those here with us. So once you get into Canva, over here on this left side, you're going to see all this stuff. Now, don't be overwhelmed by this. This is where you're going to get the most help, okay? So for me, and I left my dang notebook out there.
I'll go grab it for you.
Okay. For me, when I was first I did this last year, okay? I did a digital vision board last year because I wanted it to be my computer screen on my laptop for work. And I thought, I'm just going to make it digital and then I can keep it on my screen. I can see it every single day. And that's what a vision board is. I think it's just somewhere that you all are going to be able to kind of brain dump all of your visions for the upcoming year and set your goals and be intentional about your goals. Thank you. That way you're able to actually reach your goals. I always say that intentionality without vision and vice versa, vision without intentions behind them, you're not going to really reach your goals. So the vision board, especially for someone who is a visual learner and a visual person, I like to see my tangible things that I'm trying to reach. Even if it's like you want to be more disciplined with your money, like putting money on your vision board and putting discipline over top of it, like that's just putting it in my brain. Every time you see that, you're going to be like, okay, don't go spend your money like crazy. You know what I'm saying?
And that's another reason, like I know we have a lot of friends. I feel like we always have a lot of friends on here that may not use your computer every single day. Mm-hmm. But one thing you do use every single day is your phone.
Right.
Which is why I think that if you don't use a computer every day,
Put that thing
on make a phone wallpaper and put that thing on your phone.
Yes.
That way, if you are truly intentional about what you are wanting to accomplish this year, you see it every day.
Right. And so let's just go ahead. We're going to jump right into it. I'm going to show you all an easy way to kind of just get started if you're like, I don't even know where to start. Something you can do, especially for the design portion of it, is hop into your blank page. So we're just on our blank page. It's going to automatically put us on the design tab, and you're going to have these templates and styles. What I like to do is search for templates. So you can literally search vision board right here, and it's going to give you all of these cute little vision board ideas. Now, I like to have words. I like wordage so I can kind of read it. But there's lots of fun little ideas. Let me post one up for you so you can see. I love this one. I think it's so cute. I don't necessarily love like these. Maybe you do. They're really cute. They're just not what I would want. But that's where Maker's Gonna Learn comes in. So you can customize any of the images on Canva. You can just delete anything that you didn't want. But the good thing about having a template is that you know kind of what to plug in. So it says my vision board. You could even change this to like 2024 if you wanted to. But then you can see here we've got family, business, myself, and hobbies. And so that kind of allows you to focus in on what you want your vision to be for the year. Okay, does that make sense to everybody? Mm-hmm. So let's just say, do we like this one? Do we want to look at some more? If you don't like this one, you can always just go back and you could pick something more like this. You can add it as a new page or just replace it. I'm just going to replace it because I don't want to use that one. But see?
I also like the idea of starting, like I like the idea of having a template to give you an idea of where you want to go. But like also in my brain, part of me wants to start on a blank slate and like start with my color.
Let's
like,
do that then.
Start with like because I feel like colors are very intentional as well.
Oh, absolutely. And I actually I wrote a note about that on here. Like you should be using colors that motivate you and give you joy and you want to look at every day.
Right.
You know? So let's start with a blank slate because there are tons of images on Maker's Gonna Learn that we can use. Now, if you want to pick a background color, obviously you can just select your blank canvas, right? So just select it and you'll see this little rainbow up here and there's all these different colors. Now we have our brand colors in here for Maker's Gonna Learn. We can use that, or you can use like a really pretty gradient if that was something you wanted, or you can just come up here and pick whatever colors you want. Like if yellow is like your color of the year. I hyper focus on colors. So if I get a favorite color, it's gonna be my favorite for like 2 or 3 years usually. I went through a white phase for like 3 straight years. I loved the color white, and then it was blush. Right now it's olive green. I've been on an olive green for, what's your color of the year, Lauren?
I don't really have one right yet.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Also, there's no need to be lost, guys. We are literally just starting from a blank slate.
Yes.
We're picking our color. So
that's it.
You've made your size. You have created a template that is actually just 8.5 by 11 turned landscape, meaning it's 11 by 8.5 inches. And now we are just choosing our color, our base color.
We're just picking color. So I was showing you all these templates because this is something that can inspire you to make your own. But we were saying we'd just rather make from a blank color, blank slate. We're just picking our color and then we're gonna add in our images, okay? So pick a color. I'm not feeling the green.
I'm feeling a lighter version of that.
Okay, like
more up in there.
Like a gray sage.
Yeah.
Me and Lauren are really weird about colors. It's got to be the right shade of sage.
Like I almost feel like you need to go more toward the yellow portion of the green, like down at the below that. Like not right through there. Yeah, not that yellow. About right in there, and then up. Still not feeling it. I don't know. I really like the green for the Let's Hustle on down. That one.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
That's money right there.
That's
Let's hustle more profit. I'm putting that on my vision board. Okay. So that is our first color. If you want the hex code, there it is. If you're like, what the heck is a hex code? Hex code is a code that gives you an exact color. So this is the green we're going to be using. If you want this exact color, you're just going to click on that little plus sign and type in that code. It's the, I said hashtag, £, BABFA7.
Yep.
Okay, and you'll get the exact color. Now, y'all listen, you do you, boo. You do you. You don't want to pick what we're picking. You want to pick what inspires you. Okay, me and Lauren both love this color of green. So now, from there, we can go a couple different ways. I personally would like to write out my categories. Now, your categories are really going to depend on what's important in your life. It can be family, it can be friendship, business, hobbies, things like that. But we can add a text box here and you can type out whatever you want. So I put 7 different categories here. So business, family, self/personal, hobbies, health, travel, and friends. I know Lauren's gonna want travel on hers, so I made sure to include that one. And like, I want to put hobbies on mine because I haven't been doing my hobbies for 2 years now because I've been having kids. So like, hobbies is something I want to get back into. So I'm just going to type in hobbies. Now you can use whatever fonts you want. Canva has lots of these like pre-made font options. And then you can obviously click down here and see all of these fonts. Now, these are uploaded fonts. So these are Maker's Gonna Learn. A lot of these are Maker's Gonna Learn fonts. Okay. And you can see, because we use Canva regularly, that Circles is one of our fonts, isn't it? I want to say it is. I love this font. I think it's very cute. You can do conclusion. That's a cute one.
I like.
What was the font that I said reminded me of you? Essenary?
Estuary.
Estuary. That one was really cute. So if you have Canva Pro, you can download our fonts. You would just need to go to, it's kind of a weird way to download fonts. So if you've been looking away, and you're wanting to know how to download fonts and you are a Canva Pro user and you do not know how, come back. You're gonna go to brand. Now they've moved Canva around. So let me try to find where they put it. Here we go. Okay, so go to brand. We're gonna go to fonts and see all. Oh, they moved it. They've moved my font.
Just go to fonts, and there will be an upload. Add a text box,
Add a text box.
and then you go up to the font where it says conclusion up there,
Yeah.
and then upload font.
That was not there before. Thank you, Sadie. Okay, so used to, and I'm so glad they did this, used to you had to go through the brand kit and then you had to go find it. Now you can just upload a font. Let me show you again, okay? If you need to upload a font, we're gonna add a text box. Why did it do that? Okay, add a text box, okay? Go to the font drop-down menu, and then down here at the bottom it says upload a font, okay? Then it's gonna want you to pull in whatever font you downloaded. Now we haven't actually downloaded our font from the Makers Gonna Learn website again, so let's go find the font that we want. We're gonna go to the Makers Gonna Learn website. This is our membership website. When you become a member, you get access to all of this. And here's our fonts page. So we have thousands of fonts. We have so many. Tara, the font currently selected, I will tell you in just a second. What was it? Conclusion? I think it was Conclusion. And then you can see here, we have all of these fonts. This is the estuary I was talking about. We used for our New Year's Eve event.
Yeah.
I love it. Let's use this for some of it. And the good thing about vision boards is I feel like you can use, like, design rules kind of go away in a lot of ways. I can use like 2 or 3 fonts. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So we're going to download estuary. Just click this little icon, and this is going to pull into a zip folder. And you can see this is the OTF. I'm going to hit install font. And then let's go back to Canva. Okay. And then we're going to upload a font. And let's go to Recents. Okay. It's not in Recents. Let's search for, I'm going to go to Recents and type in estuary. Sometimes you have to type in the file name.
Go to downloads.
But I unzipped it already. Let me see if I can search it. EST. There she is. Okay, sometimes you just gotta search for it. So go ahead, double click this. And then it's saying by uploading it, I acknowledge if I have to write, blah, 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 blah. Yes, upload anyways, okay? All right, Kathy, if you don't have Pro, you can't upload a font. If you have Pro, you will be able to, okay?
Yeah.
Let's upload selected. Okay, easy peasy, right? The hardest part's really like going to find your font in your computer. So now we can type this font in, and look, there she is. And then you can see our font change. So I'm just sizing this up so y'all can see. And we can change this to say, let's do business. I think this is going to be a big one for a lot of you all, because I feel like a lot of you all are wanting to sell your crafts this year. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? So there's business, and then you can start kind of laying out the areas. So we'll have our business area. I do want to have 2024 somewhere on here, or like 2024 vision board or something along those lines. And we can make this bigger. And you can even add effects to this. So if you select your text box and then go to effects, you could do just an outline, which looks weird with that font, but you could add like a shadow or an outline. This is one of my favorite features. It doesn't look right with that font, but anyways, those are some options that you all have. You can also curve your text over in this area. So if you wanted to curve hobbies for some reason, you can use this little sliding scale to curve it up or down. Okay. I don't think I want to curve it at all, really. Not with these fonts. I feel like these don't need a lot because they're kind of like fancy anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to duplicate hobbies. And let's do, what other category? Self.
Family.
And let's do family in this font. Okay.
I would almost move family down where hobbies is at.
Or like that. Oh, yeah,
And then
you're
hobbies
right.
over.
Yeah,
Like
so
that.
it's like even.
Yeah.
Okay, and obviously like we can resize these, we can move them around. I do think it would be cute for us to add in a couple pretty like boho images. So let's go to the Makers Gonna Learn website and I'm gonna go to our cut files, okay? And we can search for whatever we want on the website. I personally like to search just boho and it pulls up some really cute stuff. I mean, look. Like this is giving me like growth.
Right.
And growing and spreading my wings and flying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying though? I
Yes.
think they're cute. So we can use some of these images. Let's see look how cute these little plants in a vase are. I love these. I remember when we got these and we were like,
I know.
we were obsessed. They're so cute.
Now we did have someone ask earlier what file types are best if you're working in Canva. If you're just doing like a digital vision board, the best files to use are going to be like PNGs.
Yes.
And just so you know, like we have some amazing files that you can put as like accents and things like that on your Canva board. But there's also, Canva has some decent, like free images if you're using the free version of Canva.
Absolutely. So I like this boho moth. I'm going to download him. He's so cute. And let's open that up. So you can see this is a PNG. PNG is what's going to work best. And then we'll go back to Canva. If you want to upload your own image, you can see over here there's an uploads option. So we're just going to select that and then you would upload your files.
And you can do this with the free version.
You sure can. You can
sure
upload your
can.
own images with the free version. Now, looky, I'm going to have to go look for it again. Boho. There she is. Okay. So the secret is to go downloads and then type in the name of your file. And then open. Okay, and so it's going to pop over here. It's not going to go into your canvas. It's just going to pop into the side over here. Look how cute. That's just darling. I love it. So we're getting a color scheme going here, people. I'm liking the pink and the sage and like the rust. I'm digging that. I'm digging it.
See, if it was like me, I would have, like if you were wanting to do hobbies and we went back to Makers Gonna Learn, you could just type in craft.
Yes, let's
Literally
do that.
just craft.
Let's do that because we need some crafty
Like some cool
images.
craft images.
And like you can even put inspirational quotes on there.
Yes.
Like whatever sparks your, like craftiness is happiness. If that's something that you want to put in there, or crafting in progress, that's cute. She believed she could craft, so she did.
That's
kinda
cute.
Let's
I think
use
we'll do that one.
Okay, so this is a zip folder. And then right here, you can see there's going to be an SVG and a PNG for some of the options. We're just going to use the PNG.
And actually, if you go back to Canva and just pull up your Finder over on the side, you can just drag and drop that.
There you go. So
you don't even have to go to upload. You can just drag and drop.
There you go. Easy peasy. I love that. That's so much easier too. So you don't have to go finding, go searching. And then it's hard to see it here, but we're going to click on it and look how cute. Actually, that looks cute right in the middle. I love that. But we can shrink it down. And honestly, like you don't have to label your categories either, if that makes sense. Like,
but you could put a cute shape behind that.
yes, like a banner shape or something.
Or just the basic shapes on the, yes.
And look, if you just go over here into like the free stuff, or even if you have pro, they have different options. Let's go to graphics and type in washi tape and see what are, like these little tape pieces I think are so cute. I kind of like that. And then you can like put it's like a little label. And like if you need to move this, if you need to move this to the front, you can go position, bring to front. You also have a layers panel, so you can move stuff up and down the layers here. And then you can see it right here, okay? You can also add in your own pictures by just uploading them and things like that. Can you change the color of the PNG once added to Canva? No. You can edit the photo though. So if there are backgrounds and you've got Pro, you can remove the background. There are filters, like if you wanted to add a filter, that kind of changes the color a lot of times. But it doesn't, like you can't pick it and change the color, if that makes sense. I like the colors of this butterfly personally. So what else, Lauren? What else should we add in? We've got business.
I would also go back to shapes.
Okay. Like these?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like maybe
I can search whatever shape.
like a squiggle shape. Just search squiggle. I don't know how to, I don't know what.
Wave?
Wave.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're looking for wave, people. Let's go to graphics.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Like I just want something.
Like a,
But
like the retro
circular.
waves?
Yeah, like.
Okay, hold on. Squiggle. We're going to search squiggle. Are we getting closer? Warmer? That like this, but different colors?
Like that pink one.
This one?
Yes. And then put it behind the belief she believes she could like move it to back.
Okay, love. We can even just do.
You can pull it all the way down to the bottom or
Yeah.
in front of that.
Why is it not going? Hello?
Not behind, not to the very last one, but the one before the very last. Right there.
There we go. Okay, that's what I was trying to do. Okay, so you can put, that way this pops a little bit more and it separates itself from the rest of like
And then you
the
can
portion.
change the color of that thing.
Yes, so select it and come up here and we can change it to whatever our heart
I'll just make it a
desires.
little lighter.
Like a blush. You like it?
I think so, yeah.
She believed she could craft, so she did. And then you could put like very intentional goals too. Like if you're wanting to start a new hobby, like let's just say you want to start sublimation in 2024. What I would do, let's just go to the Google. Okay, go to the Google. We're going to search, oh my gosh, Becky. Hold on. We're going to search Epson SureColor printer. If your goal is to get a sublimation printer for this year and start using it, you can literally put the photo of the printer on your vision board. Let's see. Here's one. Okay. Command Shift 4 is screenshot.
If you're on a Mac, it's like the snippet tool. Oh, beautiful.
Come on, Bobby. Command Shift 4. And we're gonna take a little screenshot here. And then we can come back to Canva.
And just grab that right. Oh,
She went away.
before she went away.
Let's go to recents and see. There it is. There she is. Okay, here's our little screen grab. And then you can even
Remove that background.
Yeah, we can. If you don't have Pro, you can kind of crop it, or you can go edit photo, remove background. Okay, it's still got that dang red on there. I'm just gonna crop it off. Okay, and then we can shrink it down, and looky there. You got your little sublimation printer. There you go. And if maybe your goal is to save up how much ever it costs. How much are those printers? $449. How much would that be in 6 months? I gotta do some math. I like to be very specific about my vision board because if I don't break my goals down, they feel unreachable to me.
Right.
So like when I'm first looking at it, I'm like, I don't have $449 to pay for my printer, but I could get it in 6 months if I set this much money back. So let's do $449 divided by 6. That's $74.83 a month. And so you can just put, like, let's just make a little, I'm going to duplicate this. Let's put save.
$75 a month.
Yeah. Save $75 a month. You could just put that like that.
And put it on another little piece of washi tape right up, or like
a sticky note.
A sticky note, like it, or a piece of washi tape, like it's sticking the printer to your board.
Yeah.
Like a picture of the printer. You're taping it to your board.
Okay. You wanted me to put it on the...
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm just thinking.
Let's just go, we can go to our elements again. I'm going to type in sticky note. And this one's, I'm like liking this brown. So I'm going to put save $75 a month. I'm going to kind of, and it can be, I mean, you could even change this to like a written font so it looks like you wrote it. And then Lauren was saying to make it look like it was taped, right? Like we taped a picture of our sublimation printer on here.
I think would be really cute.
Like that kind of, and then.
Yeah, I think that's cute as a button.
So it's like you're actually crafting, but it's all digital. You know what I'm saying? So I love this. I think this is so cute. And this is our little hobby area. Look how cute. That's your goal. And now you know you sat down and intentionally wrote down exactly what goal you want to meet. And now you know if you save $75 a month for 6 months, you can purchase that sublimation printer. Okay? Maybe it's a membership that you want. Maybe it's a sublimation course that you want. Take it, break it down into smaller bites, and it's gonna get to you so much easier, and you're gonna feel so proud of yourself.
It's gonna be a lot more digestible.
Yes, for sure. Okay, next. Does anybody have a question so far? Brenda, I have to break things down in bite sizes too. I feel you, girl. I feel you. So we've got our hobby area done. Now for business, the business portion, let's say that you've pretty much already established you've established your Etsy shop, but you're like, I'm really like not making what I want. Well, what do you want to make? Where do you want to be at the end of this month? What kind of money is going to make a change in your family's finances? What is it? And don't be scared to think of something really big. Don't be scared to be like, I need this exact amount. If it's $4,027, write that amount on there.
Right.
You need to see exactly what you need to make. That way you can break it down. How much is that a week? Well, how many items do you need to sell? Write it down on your vision board so you know that you can reach those little tiny goals every day. And they're going to add up to the bigger picture. So
I think a lot of what holds us back, I say us, I will speak to myself. A lot of what holds, or I feel like holds me back, and I've seen a lot of people say, for example, Holly just said, I need a vision board to make a vision board. It's not that you need a vision board, and I can say this because I've been very open on the channel that like, I don't know, like I like to change. But the more I have sat with it, the more I have sat in it, and the more I have realized like having that reminder and knowing that I need to, shoot for the stars, have that reminder every day, have it broken down into more digestible portions means that every day I feel like even if I put, let's say we need a dollar amount to go toward a hobby or a business or whatever, I feel like even if it's $1 a day, I have made progress toward that goal.
Right.
Or let's say it's not even that. Let's say it is you're trying to better yourself. Right. Maybe health is on your vision board this year. Maybe you want to become a healthier you.
Yeah.
And I feel like I can very easily speak on this because in years past, other than this last year, like I really dedicated a lot of time making myself healthier, trying to make myself healthier. And for the most part, I feel like I semi succeeded.
Yeah.
But it was you know, maybe on your vision board you have an overreaching goal, like either you want to lose so much weight, or you want to bring down your A1C, or there's so many different ways you could go with this.
Right.
But if you, on your vision board, you have the big overreaching goal, but then you have
Your small goals.
drink 40 ounces, at no less than 40 ounces of water a day.
A day. It's just,
That's still progress toward a goal.
right. And you can do that. And then
Yes.
whenever you drink 40 ounces a day, that's 40 ounces more than you would have drank the day before. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So this is just and this is why I love these so much. And they work so well because they're easy to digest, like we've been saying. And they just let you really look at what you want in your life, because I think we're so busy. We don't take time to like really examine what we want and what it would take to get there. We're just like, I want, but they're like, then we don't think about,
The work that goes into it.
right. I'm like, you actually have to save your money if you want to go get a printer. Like you actually have to drink your water if you want to lose some weight. Like you have to do these things, even though, and that's why I think a lot of people a lot of times fail. And I'm talking about myself, like, cause I don't have a goal. And that's why I love these vision boards. So business, what's our business goal in 2024? We want to make, I don't know how many sales on our Etsy shop. We want to
Actually, you could just put start Etsy shop.
Oh, I love that. Okay. I want a handwritten font. Okay. I'm going to go to the Maker's Gonna Learn website again. Let's go to fonts and we're going to type in, oh, you know what? I'm going to go to hand lettered. This is one of our font categories on here. I love this because then it can look, oh, this font right here is already speaking to me. But you can see we've got lots of these cute handwritten fonts. I want to use this Willpower. Okay, download, goes into a zip folder. There she is. Can I click and drop the fonts as well?
I've never tried that.
Let's try it.
While she is trying to drag and drop fonts, if you are new here and you're liking some of the fonts and stuff that we are using, mind you, we are working in Canva Pro right now, so we can upload our own fonts, but you do not have to have Canva Pro to upload the files that we're using and things like that.
Okay, let's type in start Etsy shop. Okay, let's change our font to Willpower, which is the font I just downloaded from the Maker's Gonna Learn website. I want it to look like we wrote this on a little piece of notebook paper. And I don't want to just start an Etsy shop. I want to start it. Why is it trying to be? Oh, there we go. Start Etsy shop by the end of January.
That's another thing. I think you can put January, but when we don't want to just say start an Etsy shop. We don't want to just say earn this much money. We don't want to just say create this many things. You want to have a tangible goal, and you want to have a deadline to reach this tangible goal.
Yes.
That's going to be the most important part, is giving yourself a deadline. I know a lot of times it seems daunting to give yourself a deadline, but if we don't have a deadline, what your brain does is you tell yourself, oh, I have until the end of the year to do that. I'm not going to do this now. I don't have to do whatever. Like I don't have to. I have 6 more months to complete this goal by the end of the year.
Right.
So when you set that goal, when you set that, give yourself that timeline, then it kind of makes it more concrete.
Right. It's more tangible. Okay, I love that. It looks like a little, I don't know, just like you ripped it out of your notebook paper and you're like, I'm starting this Etsy shop at the end of January. I'm sticking it on my vision board. Let it be known. Okay, so now we got to work on ourselves. What do we want to do with ourselves in 2024? Stop making excuses. That's mine.
Absolutely. If I've seen one thing today, I feel like it's so easy for us to make excuses.
I could see it in the comments.
Literally, if you set your mind to something, you can do it. There is not one thing holding you back from doing this. This is digital. This does not cost you a thing to do this. This is just setting a putting a vision for this year in your mind of where you want to be.
Yes.
And the thing is, guys, there's a good chance you're not going to achieve everything on this board.
And that's okay.
And that is more than okay. But progress is better than excuses.
Right. So I downloaded this and it says be stronger than your excuses. Isn't that cute?
Absolutely.
I love this. Okay, this is just your friendly reminder, your little tough love reminder. Be stronger than your excuses. We get things come up, but y'all, you have to really be real with yourself and be like, am I doing what I need to do to get to my goals? Am I making my goals a priority? Am I making myself a priority? And that's how you can know and achieve anything that you want. I promise, if you guys can really stick to these goals, you're going to be like, I feel like we're motivational speakers today. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to grab another little sticky note. This is kind of cute. Oh, no. Okay, I feel like we're getting too many elements. So what I'm going to do is copy some elements that already exist on our board.
And just change the color a little bit?
Yeah, change the color. I'm going to flip it around. Let's change the color to this, but darker.
Ooh,
And
I
then
like that.
Send it to the back. I wonder if I can make this white. No, I can't. It's okay. This, I want it to be lighter. Maybe I should make this lighter green. Let's do green and then make it lighter green.
I kind of like the darker.
Did you? I just feel like we lose the words.
I don't think so. Not with the black.
Okay, do we want to put anything else in our self-love? Be stronger than your excuses. Let's put something like more uppity. Like, let's go to our finder.
We need to have a thought. Now that I'm thinking about it, somebody repeated what I said back to me. Progress is better than excuses. We need to make that a cut file.
Yes, we should. We should. Okay, there's a make it happen. Get out of your own way. This is one of my biggest problems personally. I'm going to add this one. I am bad. I am my own worst enemy often in my life. So let's put it on here. Okay, and you can even, if you don't want to use an image, you can use a font if you want, because these are like starting to clash a little bit. But you could just totally type in like, get out, and then let's duplicate this, of your own way. Okay, I want this on one line. We're going to shrink it down. Get out of your own way.
Mm-hmm.
Get out. Get out.
Get out. It's like, get out of your own way. It's so aggressive.
Well, listen, sometimes that's just the way it needs to be, okay? Oh, that's funny. Okay, I'm going to duplicate this little washi tape and put it behind our little saying. You can stretch it. I'm going to send it to the back. Go to position. Well, we didn't want to send it all the way back. I should have used layers. Okay. Get out of your own way.
I like it.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. It's like really aggressive motivational speaking.
Right.
Okay, and then for family, last year I put that I wanted to get pregnant.
And you did.
And now I have a kid. So, the second one. So, you can put, and I put like a picture of, she's like a blogger, and I put one of her maternity photos. It was just her belly. I didn't have her face, but I was like, this is the most beautiful maternity photo ever. And then, but it can be like, for me, my family goal this year is to be more present, because I'm spending so much time like being a mom. I'm just like, what are you doing? You need to put your shoes on. You need to go to bed, you know? And I feel like I want to do less of that and more of like, come lay on me. Let's cuddle. You know, I want to be like, they call it gentle parenting, but I don't really know if that's what I want to do. I just want to be more intentional and present. So you can even use just words here if you wanted, or you can actually like upload a photo of your family. I think this would be a good place for you to do that. I would probably put a picture here.
Yeah, that would be really good. I feel like we have a lot of like word elements. We might need like more picture elements.
Should I airdrop a photo or should we just snag a photo from over here? Let's see what's over here.
Well, we can just
see what's lurking. We can, I mean, you know what? We'll just use one from Canva. Family photo. So you fill your own family photo. You can upload your own family photo. But we will go, let's see if we can find a pretty family for our family photo. Oh, look at these precious families. Look how cute that is. Don't know who they are.
Nope.
Don't even know them. Okay, bring it to the front. And then like if you wanted to change this from family to present or be present maybe, or you don't even have to put anything. You can just have your family, a photo of your family here. I'm going to take a little piece of my washi tape because I got to tape it to my board.
I love that.
And then shrink it down. Cute. Y'all, this is just really fun. This is really cute.
It really is.
And then, I mean, we could stop there or you could keep adding if you wanted. We can add more design. Oh, I deleted that. I meant to duplicate it. You can add more design elements if you wanted to. Like if you wanted to put a few more of these moths in other places, you can. I think that would be cute. But I mean, I love this. This is so fun. What do you guys think?
So there's so many things that you can do with this. And really and truly, like I think creating the like a one for your computer, like a bigger one at first is really easy to do. And then what you can do is go in, create a new design.
Let me see if I can.
Resizing it is only a pro feature.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Auto resize
unfortunate.
is only a pro. So you'd have to create a new one.
Okay.
And it would create it in a new tab for your phone. And then what you can do is go back to your old tab and copy certain elements.
I mean, heck. Let's see what happens if we just copy and paste it over here.
You might have to right click to, and then.
Oh, okay. And then look, so you can change the background back to whatever color if you wanted it to be a little bit lighter this time.
And then, but it's going to come in smaller because it's a lot different. It's laid out a lot different, but you can copy and paste and then lay it out
How you want it.
how you want it. Yes.
And it'll be laid out a little bit different than it was
right
before, but this is still really cute. And remember, you want, if it's got words on it, you want to make sure it's pretty big
Yeah.
so that you can see.
I would probably move 2024 like, yeah. But like you can take your elements, move them around. They don't all have to be grouped together like they were.
Right.
So many different ways you can do this.
Yep. So that's fun, and that's so easy just to make that little adjustment.
Okay, Deb asked, is there a way to soften the edge of that photo or make it look ragged or torn?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's go to edit photo. Can I zoom?
I thought it was where I thought you added an element and then snapped that photo to the element.
You can do that.
Yes.
You can do that. There's a couple different ways. So, what would you search? Like torn photo?
Right.
Like this one?
Yeah. Or actually down below it,
Like
right there.
one of these, yeah.
What is it called?
Frames.
Frames. So you're going to search your frames.
Which one?
Actually, I would just go to frames and take my search off. And search for just frames in general. And then see all.
And then you got all
And then you
these.
have all of these frames that you can snap it to.
Something like this would be cute. It's kind of like a organic shape. Let me zoom back out, sorry. And then you can pop this in there. If you double click on the image, you can actually move this around. And then you can bring it back over. Just like that, resize it.
You can add thumbtacks to it if you want to make it look like it's tacked on a board instead of washi tape.
Yeah. So lots of fun little elements that, and like, this is so cute. This little, I'm gonna do a phone background with my vision board this year because I love that. I think that's so cute.